Hmm. Hindi ko alam. Ganun pa, no? Okay yun Welcome back to Conversations with Ardio Bello. And today we are going to be answering some questions. Welcome back to Conversations with Ardio Bello. This is the time and the episode where it's called Q&A, where we're going to be asking questions. I'm going to be answering it. And this is part of the conversations that we've had with some of you who have given questions which will be asked by our team. So, here we go. Tanong muna tayo. Let's hear a few questions. Miko, sige, tanong.
Yan, RD, thank you for in time management, how do you manage urgent versus important?
Gandang tanong yan. So, how do you manage between urgent and important? Kasi today, everything's urgent di ba? Everything's urgent and everybody, it seems that everybody wants a piece of your time. Di ba? Parang lahat gustong, either they want a time with you, they want to communicate with you, they want to talk to you. So, let's first define. Define muna natin ano yung important tasks at ano yung urgent tasks. So, important tasks are tasks which are of value to you and those whom you value. So, for example, if you value your health, diba? Pinapahalaga mo yung kalusugan mo, pangangatawan mo, what is an important task? So, an important task would be spending time, exercising, or walking. Like, si Miko yun, yung the one I was talking about last episode, who walks 5 kilometers. Diba? So, the time that Miko spends walking because he values his health. Yan. That's important. If your family also value to you, what is important? What is an important task? An important task is spending time with your family. Don't miss any of your children, if you have kids, yung school activities, right? If your boss is of value to you, then anything that your boss asks you to do becomes an important task. Okay, klaro yun Now, what is an urgent task? An urgent task is a task that is asking, sometimes even begging for your attention. But it doesn't always mean that it's valuable to you. Kasi minsan napapaghalo natin yung dalawa Dahil inaano ka, dahil may sense of urgency yung isang tao, dahil important sa kanya yun. Pero sa'yo, kung iniisip mo, parang hindi naman yata importante yun sa akin. Right? I mean, walang halaga sa akin. So, you have to make sure that when you talk about the kairos, yung quantity or quality of time, you devote that more to the important tasks. Diba? So, for example, at work, marami kang ginagawa, kasi malapit na yung deadline mo. Tapos kaibigan ko si Miko. Matali ko na kaibigan yan. In other words, I was the one who helped him come on board sa company. We've worked well together in the other company. He's now working with me, pero nasa ibang department siya. Ako, yung boss ko, kung na pinapahalagaan ko, meron akong maraming kailangan gawin because of the deadline. That's important to my boss, the person of value to me. And that's important also to me because ako yung gagawa ng trabaho niya. Pero lumapit sa akin si Miko, sabi niya, RD, tulungan mo naman ako kasi meron akong kailangan gawin, tapusin. May deadline siya na importante sa kanya. Pero sa akin, hindi naman important yun because that's his work, right? My work is important to me. So what do? It's either I say no, I can't, sorry, because I have a lot to do, or I delegate it. Kasi I want to be a good friend also to Miko. So kung meron akong kilala na alam din yung klase ng trabaho ni Miko, pwede ko sabihin, may kilala ko si Lyle. Wala siyang ginagawa masyado. Natapos na niya yung trabaho niya. He's finished with his work. Maybe I'll ask him if he has time to help you. Would that be okay? Kung sabihin ni Miko, yeah, fine, walang problema yun. Kailangan ko lang kasi hindi ko maintindihan tong part ng process. Yun. So, I can ask Lyle. If Lyle has the time, then go ahead. Right? Now, if sabihin ni Miko sa akin, RD, tulungan mo naman ako. Tapos, I look at my work, deadline ko is maybe next week. Tapos, I'm 95% done. konti na lang tweaking, kaya ko nang isubmit yan by Monday. Hindi ko na kailangan, hindi ko na kailangan antayin yung Friday next week to submit. I can submit it on Monday already. He asks me for help. Sure. Walang problema. Kasi patapos na ako sa trabaho ko. Di ba? Yung importante sa akin, nagawa ko na yon. Now, tutulungan ko yung kaibigan ko dahil urgent sa kanya yon. Dahil importante yung trabaho niya. I have now time to help. Di ba? So, you have to determine what is important. Not just give in to what is urgent. Kasi if you always give in to what's urgent, guess what? You'll be stressed. Ikaw yung stress dyan. Yan yung Eisenhower quadrant or the prioritization table. You have the important and urgent. You have the important, not urgent. You have the urgent, not important. And you have not important, not urgent. Diba? Yung mga, if you can't differentiate the two, important and urgent, guess what? You'll be spending time in quadrant 1. Important and urgent. Lahat yan, aayusin mo at aayusin mo. Then guess what? You end up stressed. A lot of the people who encounter stressful lifestyles are those that cannot manage their tasks well. Hindi makapaghindi. They cannot say no because they feel that they have to help everyone. No. Learn to say no. And if I say no to Miko, I know that Miko, because he's a friend of mine, understands, is mature enough to understand that meron akong kailangan gawin. So, okay lang pare. Baka meron kang kilala. O yun. Then I can tell Lyle. So, that differentiates the important and the urgent. Always act upon the important. Then if you have time, act on the urgent.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I answer the question? Yes, sir. Okay, meron pa.
Second question, RD. What is the advantage of making a decision today and delaying a decision later?
Hindi ko alam. Ganun pa, no? Okay yun Hindi ko alam. What is the importance of making a decision today or delaying the decision for later? Okay, so, ano yan it depends on a lot of times kasi, especially now, the environment that we live in today is everyone wants it now. It's the now generation. Parang ngayon na ngayon. It's always now. Sometimes we don't have patience to wait for later on, right? Na there are decisions that there are times that you will have to delay the decision because there might be something else that might happen between now and then. You know what I mean? Na will work to your advantage. Right. Of course, it's a risk. It's a risk that you will have to take. But if you really cannot make the decision now, buy some time. Say that I will not make a decision now. I will make the decision. Give me a few days to make that decision. But I've done that many times. Yung people are asking me, lalo if it's a business proposition, I need your decision now. Then I say, no, I cannot. I can't make the decision because there are certain things that I have to finalize, I have to think about, and then I'll make the decision. Naku, kapatid, lalo na sa sales, kung mga ahente, magaling dyan yung, sir, ngayon ka na mag-desisyon kasi magpa-price increase kami. Yan, naku, di ba? Ganun yun Di ba? Decision, ano ka na, bilhin mo na ngayon, mag-down payment ka na ngayon, di ba? Kasi may price increase kami. Kung hindi mo naman talaga kaya, di ba? I mean, you don't have the money for the down payment. So, paano? Pipilitin mo, maungutang ka? Lalo ka mababaon. Right? So, there are times that you will have to say no. And if the price increase comes, if I really believe in the product naman, if I really believe in the service, I'll take it. Tatanggapin ko na yung price increase. Mag-i-increase rin naman yung presyo anyway. You know what I'm saying? The price will really increase. So, why pressure me now for something that will be inevitable later on, right? So, if making a decision now, kung kaya mong gawin, mag-decision ka ngayon, kaya mong gawin, you have the resources, you can do it, you can make the decision, and you're confident about the decision, do it. If not, then delay it. Put off. Delay the decision for a future date. because you really have time. You really have to have time to think about it. You really have time to process a lot of things. They say nga, the difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur is a businessman thinks through so many processes. Maraming process yan. Ang businessman kasi thinks about HR process, finance process, lahat yan, iniisip niya yan. Ang entrepreneur, risk taker yan. The entrepreneur, if they believe in something, just do it. Ganon. Lalaban nila yan. Right? So it's nice to have an entrepreneurial mindset where you believe in it and you see the future of that business proposition, but with a businessman's background where yes, I believe in what I see. I like it. Gusto ko yan. I want to make the decision now, pero bigyan mo pa ako ng panahon. Bigyan mo pa ako ng oras para mapag-isipan ko na maigi. Kasi ayoko magkamali later on. I don't want to end up regretting the decision that I made because it was very hasty. Diba? Sabi nga nila, haste makes waste. Pag nagmamadali ka sa decision mo, later on, manghihinayang ka rin sa decision na ginawa mo. Diba? So for me, if you can make the decision, you're confident, you've done your homework, go on na ngayon. Even your gut says, go, kaya natin yan. Go, do it, make the decision. If not, buy time. Buy time for the decision. Yep.
Yung last question about the
Okay, last question, RD. As a dad,
Uy,
husband,
uy,
businessman,
uy,
and a coach,
uy.
what is your best practices in managing time?
Best practice in managing time is I go back to Kairos and Chronos. So my Chronos is 9 to 6. 9 to 6 yan. I'm all about work. My clients can call me. I will pick up anyone. Lahat yan. All about work. 6 p.m. onwards, that's about my family. That's about me. Ganun yan. So, my clients even know that if they need to speak to me after office hours, they will have to message me first. Or they'll just call the next day. Because I've made it clear to them that I am gonna attend to work from 9 to 6. Now, dun sa work na yon, di Chronos yon, di ba? Pag tumawag ang pamilya, whether that's my child or my wife or anyone that's important to me, even my siblings, I will pick up. Why? Because I think we need to learn to live life based on priorities. So, kahit tatlo lang, just identify your top 3 priorities. So, for example, for me, my top 3 priorities, number 1, my faith, my belief in God, my belief in a higher being, my belief in the Bible. Number 2, my family. And number 3 is my work. So my work doesn't go above my family. Even if I know that I'm the provider of the house. We're a single income family. Even if I know that I'm the provider of the house, still, I'll put my family first. So, how do I manage time, right? So, Monday to Friday, ano yan, that's for work. Saturday, Sunday, I don't accept anything. Unless, now there's an unless. Pagka, there are some clients kasi who cannot afford a Monday to Friday schedule for seminars or team building. Normally, mga team building yan na tatawid sila either Friday, Saturday, or minsan nga Saturday, Sunday kasi they're a global company. So, iba yung oras nila. So, when that happens, I will have to talk to my family or my wife first before saying yes. I say, okay, so this weekend, I have a talk or I have work that I need to go to. Now, I will have to negotiate now a time on Monday to Friday where I will have to take a day off. So, pinagpapalit ko lang yung day off ko. But the absolute rule is Monday to Friday lang trabaho. Saturday, Sunday is really for the family. That's where we enjoy the time together. Ironically also, ito na ngayon yung irony dyan. Yung Saturday, Sunday, parang mas marami akong ginagawa. Di ba? Parang mas marami akong ginagawa kasi yung 5 anak ko, so iba-ibang schedule nila, di ba? So, we're literally running around on a Saturday, Sunday because one has this, another one has that, etc. Hahatid, sundo. Wala kaming driver. So, ako maghahatid, ako yung susundo. Tapos, we go out as a family. So, mas busy yung Saturday, Sunday. Pero, okay lang because it's for them and with them, my family. Diba? So, that's the time that's non-negotiable. And then we do also extended. Like, we take my father, my mom, and my dad out. We go out with my siblings, my in-laws. We always like doing things as a bigger family. You know what I mean? So, that's the way I try to live my life based on priority. Muna, si Lord muna. Tapos, next will be my work. And then, next will be my family and then my work. So, doon nag-aayos-ayos yun. So, that's why I start early. Maaga ko. 5:00 pa lang, gising na ako eh. So, I take care of everything first. Itong relationship na to, importante yan. Yung vertical, di ba? So, early in the morning, vertical relationship muna. Di ba? Tapos, when the day starts, that's about 6 for me. Kasi I take my kids to school. Yung horizontal na.
Yeah.
So, if you combine the two, it forms a cross, di ba? The cross of Jesus, di ba? So, that keeps me centered every day. So, that's how I live my life. Of course, you have your own, di ba? That's just new. But all I'm saying is try to live your life based on your priorities or your set of values. Ano yung paniniwala mo? Ano yung mga values na meron ka?
Yeah.
That keeps you centered. So you're a top performer at work when you need to work, but you're also a blessing to your family because you need to be a blessing to them. So that's all the questions that we have today. So thank you so much for all the questions. Miko, maraming salamat for having this conversation with me. It allowed me to take a look at many things that, yung magandang paalala yun. Diba? It's a nice refresher when people ask you questions because it brings out what's already there, no? Kung ano yung pinapractice mo, ano yung paniniwala mo. So thank you so much for those questions. Thank you, Miko. So let's have all these conversations live. I mean, I've been a coach for 26 years, a consultant, a speaker. So if you want me to come to your team and have this conversation with your team, or maybe coach one-on-one, executive management coaching, I'm there for you. The details will be at the end of the show, so watch all the credits until the very end. You'll know how to get in touch with me. Let's have this conversation live. We're gonna be here. Don't worry, we're gonna be here with so much more episodes, with so much more guests, because we do want to add value to you. So we'll see you all next time on Conversations with Arya Bell.